Hi friends, welcome to the webinar of ITM University Online. So today we are going to see a topic called as Greenshoe option. So by hearing this word Greenshoe option, you would have come across this word in many books, in many scenarios. Especially when you read about derivatives, this word is very popular to you. But now I am going to explain about how the Greenshoe option is exercised in derivatives. I am here to explain how the Greenshoe option is exercised during a public issue, that is an IPO or an FPO. When a company goes for an IPO, it is very difficult for them to decide the price or to stabilize the price. So to discover the price, they use the book building process by collecting bid from the investors with a range of prices, and they will fix a price which is widely accepted by the investor. So that is book building process. So after the book building process, the bids are collected back and the price is fixed and the IPO is done. So then the stocks will be listed in the secondary market, where the price is totally out of the control of issuer. There the price is influenced by the demand and supply of a particular stock among the investors. So this demand can be made artificially, or some sentiment among the investors can be created artificially, which creates an unusual movement in the stock prices. That too that is immediately after the IPO. In such situations, to stabilize this price, we use the Greenshoe option. So Greenshoe option is a price stabilization mechanism exercised by the issuer to stabilize the price of his stocks which are listed in the secondary market. And this option, this Greenshoe option, is valid only for the 30 days after the listing. That means the issuer is eligible or allowed to exercise the Greenshoe option only for 30 days from the day of listing. So how it is done? Let us take an example of a company called as ABC Limited. So ABC Limited is going for a public issue, and they made their stocks reach the investors, and they have sold it. Now it is going to be listed in the stock market, and they are listing it. And immediately after listing, the price is moving out of control. For example, the IPO of ABC Limited, the IPO price of ABC Limited is 100. So when it comes to the secondary market for listing, there was some unusual news, which is maybe positive news about the company, which goes very unusual, and the prices will increase from 100 to 150, 130, 180, 200, 300. That in a span of 4 or 5 days, it goes beyond the limit. And investors may think that it's good because price is going up, but it is not a price growth. It's a price swelling. Swelling is not good. Growth is good. So this swelling has to be controlled by the issuer, because issuer is the major stockholder of ABC Limited. That means the promoters, who hold not less than 51% of the total stocks in the market. So now this swelling has to be controlled. So now let us look into the reasons why this price swelling, this unusual price hike has happened. It has happened because of artificial demand. When the demand goes high, investors ready to pay higher price to buy the stocks, and the supply is limited. So in this situation, it is very difficult to bring down the demand. So you can regularize the price, or you can stabilize the price by increasing the supply, because the supply is limited and the demand is going up. So if you increase the supply towards the demand, definitely the price will be stabilized. So looking into that, who can increase the supply? So here the issuer exercise the Greenshoe option. So Greenshoe option means where he can issue some stocks into the secondary market, that he can increase the supply again, and his maximum supply could be 15% of the total IPO. For example, if his IPO is 100 crores means in the Greenshoe option he can issue for 15 crores, 15 crores. So now when such price swelling has happened because of unusual demand and the supply is limited, so price is keeping on hiking. In this situation, the issuer will exercise his Greenshoe option. That means he will increase the supply of the stocks of ABC into the secondary market. And now the supply increases and somewhat it meets the demand and the prices will come back to the normal. So just like this, he can stabilize the prices when the price goes beyond the limit, that will price swelling. Now the issuer can exercise the Greenshoe option only for the first 30 days after the listing. If it exceeds 30 days, he cannot exercise such options. So Greenshoe option is eligible only for the first 30 days after the listing, not after the IPO, after the listing. So now what I have explained so far is exercising Greenshoe option when the prices goes up. And how he is exercising is, prices goes up, that means demand goes up, supply is less, so the issuer exercises the Greenshoe option, supply more into the secondary market, that brings down the prices because demand and supply is somewhat normal here. The prices comes down and the prices will stabilize. So the prices of ABC Limited, which goes to 300, will come back to 150 or 100, so that it's good. Now, what will happen if the issuer issue the stock and if it is listed and the prices is falling down like anything? The same ABC Limited, say for example, the same ABC Limited is fixing the IPO prices 100 and it is listing its stocks in the secondary market, and there is some negative news about the company. The price is falling down from 100 to 90, 80, 75, it's falling down and down, which is again not good for the investors and issuers as well, because the prices is falling down, and that too for no reasons. The company is performing well, the business is good, the IPO is very successful, then why it is happening? So in that situation also, the issuer can exercise the Greenshoe option. How he will exercise? In the previous scenario, he increased the supply. Right? He distributed some stocks into the secondary market, and that increased the supply and demand is neutralized and the price is stabilized. So now what he can do is he can buy some stocks. That means he can increase the demand because the price is falling down because there is no demand. So he can buy back. He can create demand in the secondary market, and that demand is that is he can buy maximum 15% of the total IPO, just opposite to that. So in this situation, he will buy back, and that will increase the demand, and the price will recover slowly from maybe from 75 to 80, 90, 95 and 100, and the price is stabilized. Again, this is also applicable only for 30 days from the date of IPO. So that's the Greenshoe option, and Greenshoe option is an extraordinary method which is applicable today by the issuers to stabilize their price after listing in the secondary market. Thank you.